How's it going, internet land? This is Zachamus Prime, aka Zachamus Prime, here with a no, it's not a Transformers review. Something completely different. So I mean, I've always intended to review other toys and whatnot, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet because there's so many good Transformers I'd like to review. But these figures came out about a year ago, and for like 20 bucks each. And I always thought to myself, you know, if I see them marked down for a good price, maybe I'll pick one up or whatnot. Well, GameStop happens to have them for 10 bucks, so I was like, what? So I picked one up, and instead of doing the standard thing, I'm just gonna open it up and check it out right here. We're going to go on a journey of discovery. Yes. So this is Kelly-087. Comes with a piece for the crawler, sniper crawler. It says that says right here, collect all Series 2 figures to build a crawler snipe. But I'm pretty certain that this is all the Series 1 because this is the only ones I've ever seen. And when I actually researched it on the internet, the Series 2 is like completely different guys, including Spartan Buck. I may have to pick him up for like full price because Nathan Fillion, he's my man crush. But yeah. All right, let's crack this son of a bitch open. Don't need that crap. Don't need that crap. Don't need that crap. There we go. I'm sure that's for sticking the weapons on. So, McFarlane had the Halo franchise for years after Halo 3, and I think all in all they did pretty well with it. And I bought quite a number of Halo figures, but in all the time, to be perfectly honest, I never had a figure that I was completely satisfied with. Like it would always be like have some issue or have some defect or have something. Oh, that's the head of it, isn't it? That's the head of this thing. Have something that had a problem. Like you know, I bought a Promethean Knight one time, and like parts of him were like snapped off in the box. The guy wouldn't stand at all. And when I tried to put the Watcher in, by the way, I couldn't get the Watcher. You had to physically take the Watcher apart to put it in the back of the Knight. And I couldn't get the Watcher apart. He would not come apart. I even tried like dousing him in hot water and stuff like that. Come on. And it was a very frustrating figure. So I didn't like that. I actually ended up giving it away. I had the Halo Reach red and blue 2-pack. Picked it up and oh shit, she's like tied in here. Picked it up and the red one's toes just like came straight off, like they weren't even pegged in. Like there's supposed to be a pin that keeps the toe in, and it wasn't there. And then, I don't know, just a bunch of stuff. Like, they were all painted really nice, but they were never very posable, and they were never very... So I kind of was interested in the fact that a new company had the Halo franchise. I say new company in that, you know, Mattel is actually who makes Mega Bloks, and they've been making Halo Mega Bloks since the dawn of time, basically. Well, really, most specifically since Halo Wars 1. But yeah, I figured I'd check it out. They seem to be decently posable and whatnot. How does this come off? Let me see. A yank. A yank. There we go. Oh, that's kind of clever. I bet I have to yank her head off to make it work. Then put her head back on. Yeah. Boobs. I think that if you should have been able to take the armor off, they should have came with like faces. But then they would have had to have shown Master Chief's face. I don't know. I think they should have come with faces. Which, by the way, the Spartan Buck one does come with a face. He comes with an extra head. All right, let's see what we got. There's a chest piece, and that's a leg piece, and that's a leg piece, and a leg piece. Let's kind of display all these out. Yeah, yeah. Whatever. Safety first, guys. Safety first. So there's Spartan Kelly with all of her armor parts. She comes with the shotgun. I think this is probably a customized version. I know that in Halo 5, like each weapon had like some like special version of it that did something different. It was Halo 5's version of exotics. And this may be the exotic version of the shotgun. I don't know offhand. I only played that game through like once. And there's your typical pistol, but probably not the Halo 1 version of the pistol, which can kill anything. It's the Halo 5 version, which kills some things. The sculpt on this figure looks really good, actually. Double ball joint at the head, so a lot of this is restricted by the helmet itself. But you know, you get your full range of looking around and look up and down a little bit of tilt. These shoulder joints are kind of tight. Upper bicep swivel, which is really stiff. Double joint at the elbow. Let's see if I can get that. This joint doesn't seem to want to go. There we go. That's pretty decent. We'll have to see how this performs with all the armor on. It's weird. Okay, so that one works. But this one doesn't want to move. There we go. Oh, it must have been paint locked in there or something. A little bit of posability, not as much as I'd hoped. It looks like this hip section here is pressing up against the internal part in there. So I feel like there's parts in here where the clearances could have been better. Like, as I run this through its paces, like there are parts that are rubbing out, like they're extra flash or something. Like this is all molded in some sort of like a PVC or whatnot. So it's got a little bit of flex to it already. And I think that some of these parts are flexing around each other instead of moving like they're supposed to. But as you work it, then you kind of like break it in a bit. Which is part of the reason that I generally, I say always, but here I am. I generally play with my figures before I review them, just so that, you know, I don't get any surprises when I'm doing a video. Because I don't want to do a video and just look like a freaking moron. Even though I do anyhow. Looks like both of the hands are grabby hands for pistols. See if I can get a two-handed pose out of this. I don't know, kind of, but not quite. I guess it looks pretty decent. All right, let's armor her up. Start with the head. I wonder how interchangeable the armors are between the figures. Like on the inside of this chest piece, it doesn't seem to have any specific cavity for like boobage. So it makes me wonder if like another figure, like for example, the Halo blocks, you know, they have the female little minifigure body types, and then mostly is the male ones, and their chest panels are not interchangeable, not even a little bit, because I've got the Spartan. Oh God, I just forgot her name. What's her name from the game? She was the chick with the guns, the handguns from Spartan 4 and 5. Yeah, Palmer. Sarah Palmer. So I picked up a Sarah Palmer set, but it had the male type body, and then they recently came out with a Halo Heroes edition that had the female type body, and so I said that it was, one of them was Sarah Palmer and the other one was her twin brother Steve Palmer. But the parts on them are not interchangeable at all. Though Sarah Palmer comes with a generic female face that they painted to look like Sarah, I guess. I don't know. Put the butt plate on. Protect that ass. This is going to be the front. See, I was thinking that it just went on, but no, it actually like has a little peg inside. So that's kind of fun. Oh, the butt plate came off. Oh, the butt plate came off again. I'm just going to put that aside. I'll put it on last. No butt plate for you. So looking at this real quick, it looks like the hole for these are the same. I wonder if I can take this little piece here and affix. Like we'll stick the pistol on. Yeah, that'll totally like mag to her leg or her shin. Because I mean, the shin is an awesome place to put your guns. Come on, damn you. That peg is not wanting to find its home. In the words of Adam Sandler, don't you want to go to your home? There we go. I wonder if these are identical, if they're... Yeah, this one's got a left, this one's got a right. I'm assuming that means her right. And it appears I assumed correctly. I'm sure that's a left. Which means that's a right. Right? Right. And the shoes are for right and left as well. I guess that makes sense since feet are different shapes. Oh, come on. Put your damn shoes on. That doesn't want to stay in there. No, that don't want to stay in there at all. Like it all meshes together, but then it just slips right out of that peg. Huh. I'll try and hold it on. I just broke her leg. There we go. Jeez, put your damn shoes on. Come on, there we go. Are these for left and right? They have to be. Oh, no, that definitely says left. And then this is going to be for right. Blank. It definitely seems like the right side armors fit better than the left side armors, and I wonder if it has something to do with the fact that all of the left side armors were displayed not on the figure. So whereas like the right side armors have had, you know, months or years or however long it's been since the figure was physically built and put in the package, to kind of like acclimate and adjust and conform to the contour of the figure, whereas the right side armors have just been like squished into their little plastic trays. For that butt plate does not want to stay on. Oh, that sticks out hella far. Come on. Yeah, grip that son of a bitch. Gun, butt plate. It should stay on if I don't touch it, right? It should. Hopefully, theoretically, possibly. Nope. Nope, it does not. So it seems to lose some posability, but not as much as I thought it would. The double joints still work pretty well. The armor, some of the armor doesn't want to stay on very well. Some of it does. Oh, if I don't put this inside the seam, it seems to be staying on better. I guess that works. That works. This one, I don't know. I'm gonna have to like future floor polish it or some shit like that. Nope. God. I have to see if that's feasible. But I don't know. It's kind of fun, but I think all in all, I'm pretty glad I didn't spend 20 bucks for it. Yeah, I think if I spent 20 bucks for this and had, you know, the armor didn't want to stay on and the weapons don't want to be held and whatnot, I think I probably would have been disappointed if I spent 20 bucks on it and been like, eh. But 10 bucks, I think 10 bucks is all right. Of course, there's no way I'm going to find the rest of the figures for 10 bucks, so this guy can kiss his ass goodbye. I mean, he doesn't even have an ass yet. He's just a head. Yeah, I guess that's the Spartan Kelly Mattel figure. It's kind of a fun concept. I think it was probably executed as well as can really be expected, but I don't know if I'm really sold on it for like the whole line. I think I will still be picking up Spartan Buck because he is my man crush. Yeah, so maybe I'll have to do that. But yeah, so this is Acamus Prime signing off. Everybody be awesome and be good to each other.